In this video, I talk with Shelby Church about her tips for coming up with creative video ideas, advice for upcoming YouTubers, and the most embarrassing moment of her life. Coming up. Hey, what's up everybody? Sean here with Video Influencers, and I'm sitting here with Shelby Church. How's it going?
Hi guys, good. Thanks for having me.
Super pumped to have you on here. Shelby, if you have never heard of her before, has got a lifestyle YouTube channel and a vlog channel, over 800,000 subscribers, over 44 million views.
Hi guys, hey guys, hi guys, hi guys.
That's pretty incredible.
I didn't even know that until today, and now I'm like, whoa.
And
okay.
So you've been crushing it, and you started in 2009.
Yes.
It's pretty amazing everything that you've been doing, but for everybody watching, let's just kind of start out and talk about your story. How did you get into online video in the first place and start YouTube?
Yeah, I started it, I think how a lot of people my age started it, which was just out of boredom. I was 14 and my parents, we just moved to a new house that was far away from my friends kind of, and so I couldn't drive. I was so bored and I would just watch YouTube videos all day, but I always liked to make videos too. So during the summer I just bought a video camera and started making them, and they were horrible at first, but some people watch them for some reason. Over time they got a little better and I ended up moving to California, and I always knew that I wanted to learn more about film and stuff, so that's what I've been doing here.
That's amazing. And one of the first things though, I know a lot of people ask too, is having the confidence and the courage to put yourself out there. What was that like when you were first getting started? Were you kind of naturally that way, or was it kind of a little nervous when you first started out to post those first videos?
I honestly didn't even think about it, because I didn't think anyone would watch it. I just did it for fun. And then once I was in school, I was like, oh, people are probably gonna find out about these, huh? But it wasn't a big deal. I think it can be different for everyone, depending on your school and the people there, but everyone at my school is really nice about it. And I feel you always hear about the mean stories, people getting bullied, but that doesn't always happen, so. That's
interesting. So you kind of had people around you that were supporting that and encouraging you.
Yeah, people are really nice about it.
That's awesome. So that was crazy. You were 14 and now you've been doing YouTube for 7 years. During that time, what was maybe one of the big obstacles that you faced in your learning curve, or something that kind of was almost a setback, and how did you overcome it?
I think recently you kind of have to have people shooting for you. It's gotten to a point where you need to hire people to hold the camera. You can't just use a tripod anymore. So that's been one of the bigger obstacles, is just working with other people, because it takes more time to schedule things. And before, I think a lot of YouTubers are just used to making a video in their bedroom, but that's been harder. But it's also been cool because my videos have gotten so much better. So I don't know, it's definitely a struggle that will continue, but I think it's good.
That's great. So, what are some of your tips there? Because, how have you found people? And I'm sure there's probably some video influencers that are in that stage right now. How have you been able to get people to help and sometimes hire, maybe sometimes collab and help each other? What have you learned?
I think collabing is a good way to do it, because it's fun to help people with other videos, and that's really how I started doing it. I had a roommate who did film production too, and she always liked helping make videos and everything. And so I hired her for a bit until she had to move back to Boston. But it was awesome because we worked so well together. And I think just starting with finding people who, if you take a class for video or anything like that, that can be a good person to do it. I wouldn't recommend doing just your friend because they're convenient, because you can teach them how to use a camera, because it doesn't really work out quite as well because they don't really want to do it, but.
Sure. That's super smart, because, and they also, the quality of what they do probably won't be that good, but if you found them in a film class.
And they're actually interested in it.
That's super smart. That's a great tip. What has been, maybe somebody would want to follow in your footsteps, and so they're watching kind of lifestyle YouTubers like yourself, and they would want to get started, or maybe they're already started. What's some of the advice you would give them to go further faster now that you've been doing this for a while?
I would say to just focus on the quality of the videos rather than being the most popular, because once you make videos that are good quality, people will want to watch them and they'll want to subscribe. So that's what I always try and do, and try and be creative, not like everyone else on YouTube, because now it's very saturated and everyone kind of does the same thing in the lifestyle realm of YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you're doing something different, then people are like super into it. But also if you're like, make sure you have that good quality video, it can't be just like on your phone anymore. I mean, maybe if it was something like super different and creative, but for the most part, a DSLR is what you would want to use. And just like not really caring about the outcome of the viewers, or not really the viewers, but like how many viewers, because you can't really control that.
Sure.
And so just because I've done it for 7 years, so like it just takes time, really.
That's really interesting. So you're saying that probably the bar to quality has been raised, and especially in lifestyle, you want that to be set high. What would you say is good quality content? Like, what are some of the things that you think makes a great video?
I think that good audio helps so much, and people don't realize until they change their microphone that it's so much better. And you don't even realize if you're watching a video that's like way better audio. It just, even a microphone that's like $200 can make such a difference. Even little things like making sure that your background looks good, that really helps the quality, and that doesn't cost any money to do. So stuff like that, just like making sure everything, the editing, just really taking time to make sure it's interesting. Like if you don't really want to watch your own video, then other people won't want to. Editing is really important for lifestyle videos.
Yeah, that's huge. Do you edit your own videos? And
Yeah.
What do you use?
Just Final Cut Pro X.
That is awesome. Now, one of the huge things, especially after 7 years, like that's a long time. And a lot of the big questions we get a lot from influencers is even how to come up with ideas in the first place. But talk about also, eventually you've done about how many videos? I mean, you've done hundreds of videos.
Yeah, I think I have like 250 on my channel, but there's so many more that I've made and just like deleted somewhere along the way.
Wow.
Probably.
So that is, I mean, even 250 sounds like crazy with that many videos, and it would seem like you would run out of ideas. So what are your tips for staying creative, staying inspired, staying fresh? And that could be go for someone who's seasoned like yourself, or it also could be to just try to get ideas for your first videos.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of struggles with like being creative on YouTube because it moves so quickly, and like you'll have a really good idea and then you made the video and you got to move on. So I watched a YouTube video one time. I actually watch a lot of videos just on how to be more creative and like come up with ideas. And it said to take good ideas and sort of combine them with something else. And I remember when I would do like life hack videos a while ago, no one had really done one that was like life hacks for school, and it was back to school time. And so I knew life hacks were really good. So I was like, oh, life hacks for school. And if you just sit down and like look at something that's popular and see what it hasn't been kind of combined with, then it is like perfect.
That's
really
a super, super good tip. So taking something that could be trending and then combining it with something else, you just created something entirely new, even though those were potentially two ideas that other people were doing. Very
And you can actually sit down and think of it, because most of the time ideas, like, I don't even know how I come up with them. They just happen. But that you can really sit down and be like, okay, what can I do here? You know?
Yeah, that's huge. Now, one of the things that is interesting that's happening on YouTube is there's like this whole generation of like super young video creators. And they're crushing it. They're doing a lot of cool things. And you can relate. You started when you were 14.
Yeah.
And now you're 21, but you've gone through that period of being like a young YouTuber. What are some of the lessons and maybe challenges? If you could know then what you know now, what would you tell yourself when it comes to like negative comments or working with others and maybe feeling like you're getting kind of taken advantage of because you're dealing with networks? I mean, there's so much. What would be your advice and wisdom for young YouTubers?
Okay, I would say, first of all, for negative comments, there's a blacklist feature, which is amazing. So you can just blacklist a word. Like if you don't like your hair in that video, you could just blacklist the word hair and you won't see any of the comments about it. It's amazing.
How have negative comments affected you? Like, how have you dealt with that though too? Because that's great to kind of shield yourself. Have you ever had a time where you've been like torn up, hurt? Because I know it's super personal sometimes.
Yeah, I haven't been too bad about it. Like I don't really take them too seriously because it's just people who are bored. But one thing, if you like work really hard on a video and then people are like, this sucks, then that's disappointing because you like really worked hard on it. And honestly, just like props to anyone who's starting YouTube now, because it's so much harder now, it seems like, because everyone makes really good videos. And when I started, I used like this really just horrible camera. It just no one would watch the videos that I started with if they were uploaded now. So honestly, like, it's so much harder. And just, if you're doing it now, major props to you.
That's huge. Now, so talking again about young YouTubers, what are some of the wisdom, like safety things to worry about, maybe privacy and just being smart? I mean, what would you give advice to up and coming young YouTubers?
Yeah, I don't really say where I live other than the fact that I live in LA, just because it's pretty obvious on vlogs and everything. And I think if you live in LA, it's big enough that it's sort of okay. But if you live in a random town, I wouldn't say what it is. I would say like the major town next by. So like I always say that I lived in Seattle, but really I lived in like a random town a little bit further away. So that is a good thing. And then also if people are like at your house or vlogging or Snapchatting or whatever, just make sure they don't like go right outside and like show your house, because then people can find you. And it really only takes like one leaked video clip for that.
That's really smart.
So,
and probably also don't like have friends like, hey, don't check in on Twitter, like turn off geotagging or different things, because there's a lot of things that people could do.
Yeah, and most YouTubers know not to, so that's good.
So one thing that I think there's a lot of pressure for young YouTubers is to like be like others. You know, we look around and we compare ourselves to other people, and we sometimes maybe try to be like somebody else. What are some of the advice you maybe give up and coming YouTubers for finding their own voice, being unique, and also like getting free from, I mean, it could be like jealousy too, which, you know, competition, like that stuff's kind of hard, right?
I know I see a lot of people, like, when they move to LA, they become so LA and, like, want to be, like, Kylie Jenner or whatever. But, like, I'm proud of the fact that I'm from Seattle and, like, I like it there. So,
go Seattle.
Yeah, wherever you're from, just, like, work that, really. Because, I don't know, I think it's cool to not be like everyone else, because there's so many YouTubers in LA that it's, like, they're all kind of the same. But I try not to be too much like that. I think you can, like, sort of become like it, but also stay true to yourself.
And what kind of encouragement, like talking about that, like if somebody, you know, there's a lot of people that look up to you, and maybe young YouTubers that would, you know, just encouraging them to go for it on YouTube, but also to find their own voice and their own style. What would you say to them? I
would say if you're thinking of making a channel, like, definitely just do it. It's really fun, and it's changed my life. Like, I can't even imagine how it would be if I didn't make videos, honestly. And it's kind of perfect because I've just always liked to make videos.
Putting yourself out there can be super vulnerable.
Yeah, for sure. I think it helps too if you're kind of afraid to make a channel by yourself to make it with a friend, because I've seen a lot of people do that, and it's cool because then you have someone to help you with the video, to like shoot it for you too. So I know like some really popular YouTubers have done that. Like I think Jimmy Tatro even, like, he made it with a friend, and it turns out better because you can brainstorm with your friend, and like you probably would want to edit by yourself, but like you can shoot it with a friend. So I think that helps a lot. And then finding your own voice, just watch more than just lifestyle videos. Even if you make lifestyle videos, watch like vloggers and like food videos, just all kinds of things, because then you can find inspiration everywhere, and other people might not be watching it, so it'll be like kind of different.
That's a super, super good tip.
I think lightning is sort of like zigzag, right?
So it's kind of like this?
Yeah.
You didn't do it though. You had to do it at the same time.
Oh, got it.
Lightning round. 3,
Okay.
2, 1. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Talking or texting?
Talking.
Person you trust most with a secret?
My cat.
Last thing you grabbed out of the fridge?
Eggs, I think.
Would you rather never watch TV or movies ever again, or never use social media again?
Never use social media, I think.
Including YouTube?
Oh,
YouTube is a social
not including
network.
YouTube, never mind. Not watch TV or movies.
Wow. Favorite place in the whole world?
The beach.
Favorite nickname for yourself?
Some people call me Shelbs. I think that one's pretty good.
Shelbs, #Shelbs. Biggest pet peeve?
When people eat very loudly. Can't stand that.
Last song you had on repeat?
Work by Rihanna.
Sing it.
Like that. Work. Whatever she says there.
Favorite show on Netflix?
Grey's Anatomy. I'd never seen that before.
You like it?
Good, yeah. And I love The Office. That's like my favorite show, all-time favorite
classic.
show.
Most embarrassing moment of your life?
Like when I was in kindergarten, my brother would always say the word tight, and like, so I was 5. We had to say something about a kid in our class, and everyone said all the good words, right? So I was like, I think Matthew is tight. And the teacher had no idea what that meant because it was like in 2000. And so for like 20 minutes, she was like, what is tight? And like, it was so embarrassing because I was like, I don't know, I'm 5. Like, I don't even know.
One movie you think every influencer should watch?
I love the movie Catch Me If You Can. I just really like that movie.
Dr. Harris.
Yes?
Do you concur?
Concur with what, sir?
So you concur?
If you could only have one thing in a zombie apocalypse, one item, what would it be?
A vlog camera. Because, you're probably not going to make it out, but at least you can record what happened.
Yeah, and make some cool videos. That's awesome. Your favorite YouTube channel right now?
Casey Neistat. I feel like everyone loves him right now, but I watch his videos like every day.
Yeah, then they're insane.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
So good.
One book you think every influencer should read?
I don't know. I really like Tina Fey's book because I just think it's funny, but it doesn't really have anything to do with being an influencer, really. I guess kind of, because she's like an influencer.
Go-to comfort food?
Mac and cheese. The kind in a box even. Is that Easy Mac? I think it is. I don't know.
No, Easy Mac's like in a packet and powder, and I don't think it's very real, but it's good.
Yeah.
Lightning round. So as a video influencer, it's about a lot more than just YouTube. And so now there's like all these other social networks. Which ones are like your favorites and why?
Instagram is my favorite because I just like pictures the best. It's my favorite to post on and to like look at. I probably use Snapchat the most because it's so easy, but like Instagram I think is the most fun to look at.
What's maybe like one of your biggest tips and things that you've learned focusing on that social platform that influencers could learn from?
I probably need to do this myself, but just to post more, like posting often, because you can't post on YouTube every day, and if you're like a lifestyle channel, but you can post on Instagram every day or Snapchat like every hour. So
yeah, that's what.
So yeah, people can keep up with you that way. So
posting consistently, that's huge. And then do you have any kind of like aesthetic? I mean, obviously you do for your Instagram account, but what are some of your thinking that goes into what it means to Instagram well?
I really like the VSCO cam filters, the A6 one. I like that. And I kind of like things to be like bluish and maybe light pink, but mostly bluish. Like if it's gonna have a hint of anything, it's blue.
How often is are your pictures iPhone or a better camera?
They're usually iPhone, but sometimes if I was just like taking cool pictures, it's a better camera, but like 80% of the time iPhone.
Lastly, where are you at on YouTube and everywhere else?
Well, I feel like I've been focusing a lot on my other channel just like that. So I'm taking some time from that to just focus on my main channel and post regularly more again. So that's really what I'm working on, just like working on a lot of content for my main channel.
So you're at Just Like That. You've got content there, Shelby Church, your channel, also a vlog channel.
Yep.
And consistency there. We'll link up everything in the comment section below and things like that. Thank you so much for being
thanks
on
for having me.
Influencers. One final word, one final thought of just encouragement for influencers watching. What would you tell them as far as going out there and crushing it and building their influence?
Just go for it and actually make a video, because it's really fun. So yeah, and have fun with the editing too, because I'll just spend hours doing that. So yeah, editing, work on it. I really can't dance.
Do like a and then, okay? Let's get it going. Yeah, what's your vocal warm-ups? That was
We're recording
powerful.
this.